one preliminary plat and a resolution for the mosquito abatement. And that's it. They need to communicate from How are you? Amazed to be here. About an hour ago I was doing something else and then it was like, I looked at the clock.
Doing the neighborhood open house on the 31st day, March.
Did what? I sent David sent me the thing and I sent it on. And then we had our meeting with our meeting last night and mentioned it because some of the people wanted to see Chief was out with us last night and talked to them. So then I mentioned it that they missed him there and they could see. So reminds me, I've got an email thing to street public.
We're doing it fine.
So many different now in this state. So
You know what you could do? You might could. Oh, I don't know what it costs. I don't know what it costs. Our chef is excellent.
That's what does it. That's what I'm do it.
Oh,
Yeah, you can promise. I gotta remember to do that.
he does really good. Be specific with the rules. Tell me what to do. Only because if he does the other kind or something like that, if he does like this or and we don't have coffee, so you know. This ain't gonna happen, Christina. I have no idea.
I think my wife might have. Today, was it today? Yeah. Yeah, she's texting me, like texted me, so maybe she posted it and tagged me.
Okay. Yeah, because it was just like, and I remember. And it's like, well, think how many kids in that situation there aren't kids.
Well, I don't know what it's like. Those kids are crazy.
Oh, yeah, really.
Super fast and we're going home.
Down and dirty.
All right, it's 5 o'clock. Welcome, everyone. You'll have to bear with me today. Mayor Randall has asked to be excused today. And so we'll go ahead and get started with our council meeting. We're going to go ahead and get started with an invocation. And you're going to let me say it and then see how close I am. I've been doing this for so long, I should know this. You've been here so many times, Rabbi. The Rabbi Helene Einbinder with Beit Havarim, Community of Greater Zion.
wow, Jewish community of Greater Zion. Yes, pretty good.
Close.
Yeah, the chaver has to, the chaverim.
She told me.
But don't spit at me.
I'll try harder. Thank you for being
Thanks
here.
once again on behalf of the St. George Interfaith Council for inviting all the clergy to come and speak. But I'm here today as the past president. You have a new president of St. George Interfaith Council, Carol Drake of the St. George Roman Catholic Church. And the vice president is Arthur Durham of the Lutheran Church in town. So wish them a lot of luck for the next 3 years and to help you in the community when needed. But we also pray, just so you know, for government officials, the fire department, the police department, the medical teams, and everybody who keeps us safe along with their families. So know that prayers are being said for your well-being. I gave Adam the Jewish penicillin and the Jewish cocaine. Chicken soup and horseradish kills anything. But on a serious note, today, seek good and not evil. Corruption is appalling in the land. Lips speak lies and tongues utter injustice. Schemes and mischief leave a trail of ruin and devastation. People have grown fat and sleek. Their wickedness knows no bounds. They have made their faces harder than rocks, and they have refused to repent. Their abominations have not shamed them. They have forgotten how to blush. From the least of them to the greatest of them, everyone is greedy and for unjust gain. And we remember our own faults. We know our own guilt. Justice is rebuffed and flouted, while righteousness stands aloof. Truth stumbles in the marketplace, and honesty is kept out of court. Thus says the Lord, will you steal, swear falsely, commit adultery, and serve false gods, and then come before me in my house of prayer to say, we are delivered? Why are they so wayward? Why do they cling to their treachery? Corruption in a nation is like a crack in a high wall. Barely seen at first, it can bring the structure down. If people fall, can they not also rise? If people break away, can they not return? Seek good and not evil. Then you may live, that the Lord may be firmly on your side, as you say he is. Hate evil, love goodness, enthrone justice in the courts. And our ancient rabbi sage, Rabbi Akiva, said, let justice roll on like a mighty river, righteousness like a never-ending stream. So hopefully we see goodness come back and more light into the world, and we could get rid of all this darkness and stuff. So I wish that for everybody here in this community and throughout our country and the world. So amen to that. And I leave this with you. And
Thank you so much, Rabbi. Appreciate that. Councilwoman Danielle Larkins agreed to lead us in the pledge.
Please rise and repeat the pledge with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, do we have any pre-agenda items, Adam, that you're aware of?
No.
That I should be aware of?
No,
Awesome.
no items.
Good, like it. Let's get right into the agenda then, so we can maybe hopefully get through it in an efficient time. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Council, we had 2 items on the consent calendar tonight, the stock watering agreement and then the maintenance agreement for the airport terminal doors. Happy to answer any questions you have. Those have been reviewed by staff. They comply with all of our regulations. Legal's reviewed the agreements. These are good to go. We would accept a motion if you're ready.
Council, any questions on the consent calendar?
I'll make a motion that we approve the consent calendar as presented.
Second.
So we have a motion by Danielle, a second by Natalie. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Perfect. Motion carries. Item number 2, Wes.
Okay. Item 2 is a request to approve a preliminary plat for a 20-lot residential subdivision called Desert Canyon Townhomes. It's located within the Desert Canyon development. Let me see if I can get this to work. So there's the aerial right there, your zoning. So right here, Southern Parkway is right here. This came before you as a zone change from R110 to PDR back in November. And so it's these 20 lots right there. This would be a public road. And then they are having to cut into that hillside slope. It is not within the hillside overlay zone. So they are cutting into that hillside slope. And then they'll come in and to mitigate the erosion, they'll rock mulch it is their proposal. And then this would be their amenity area right there. So that's subdivision.
Perfect. Any questions?
Is that rock mulch your recommendation to them? Is that what we generally want as a hillside mitigation?
We don't really have a standard for mitigation. You just have to provide something for mitigation to then cut the erosion down and protect the slope so it stays in a stable condition. That's their proposal, is to put in rock mulch. Some vegetate it. They just feel like rock mulch. Similar, I don't know if you've been over there, but it's similar to what they did on the bluffs. It's a little further to the east where they rock mulched that slope between the bluffs and the stuff that was up on top. I can't remember the name right now.
I'll have to go look at it.
Yeah, so that's what their proposal is.
Any other questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I was just wondering, do they say what's in their amenity package?
They did in the zone change. I can't remember what it was, but the zone change will then govern that as that was approved with the zone change, the amenity package.
And when is that built? Is that built at the beginning, during the end, or by the time the project's finished?
I'm assuming it would be built with this. They're not doing, as far as I can tell, they don't show any phase lines, so I'm assuming it all gets built together.
The amenities?
The amenities and the building.
Can we make that part of the motion that they are, or is that an against?
And perhaps we could have the applicant speak to that since
Yeah,
they're
if you
here.
want.
Evening, Council. My name is Kurt Gordon with Desert Canyons Development. Yes, so the amenities will consist of a tot lot and a little grass area with a bench and some trees, and probably a little path to get back to the bench and tree area for sitting.
So will
Yeah.
that go in at the beginning of the project? Or
Well,
this-
it will go in. It's going to be difficult to put a finished product in while all the units are being constructed. It's rather a tight area. So what I would propose is that before we final the townhomes, that we would have it complete before they're finalized.
Would you consider, like, when 60% of them are completed, you do that?
Sure.
My concern is, like, we get townhomes in and it takes 2 years to build out, and then we have little people with nowhere to play.
Yeah. I think that that's reasonable.
Like, if they're 60% built out.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good question. Good question. Anything else? If not, I entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve the preliminary plat for Desert Canyon Townhomes, a 20-lot residential subdivision. And would we put that into this with the amenity? And the amenity be completed with 60% of the completion of the townhomes? Are you comfortable with that, Councilwoman? Okay.
Second. So we have a motion by Danielle, a second by Greg. Any discussion on the motion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Okay, we have an appointment, number 3. Do we need to, this is for the Mosquito Abatement and Control Board? Exciting, huh, Michelle?
I can give you some explanation about that. Michelle did such a fabulous job. They wanted to give someone else another opportunity.
She's living right. Kicked out the first week.
They hold their meetings at the same time as the council, and so they requested that someone else be appointed to that. And so the resolution would be to appoint Betty Ariel to replace council member Michelle Tanner on the Southwest Mosquito Abatement and Control Board.
Betty did indicate her
Yes.
willingness to serve.
Perfect. All right, council, any questions on that, or I'll entertain a motion? Congratulations to Michelle.
Yeah, seriously.
Working with a bunch of parasites.
I'm very sad. Yes, I will move to approve a resolution to appoint Betty Ariel to replace me, Michelle Tanner, to the Southwest Mosquito Abatement and Control Board.
Second.
So we have a motion by Michelle and a second by Danielle. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, we're down to reports. Any reports?
I just want to give a quick one. Our police department is starting their Watch Your Six campaign. So these are the 6 things that are the most dangerous, that we see the most accidents being caused by these behaviors. It's not yielding right of way, speeding. They said 1/3 of all crashes that end in fatalities are due to speeding. Distracted driving, which is not just texting, but music, passengers, anything that distracts you. I saw someone the other day driving, like eating a hamburger,
talking on their phone. I don't know how they were driving, but they were still going down the road. Drug and alcohol impairment, even prescription drug impairment is what they mentioned. Reckless and aggressive driving, which they had a whole list of speeding in heavy traffic, like running red lights, they said is a big one, changing lanes without a blinker, blocking intersections. They said speeding through traffic and going in and out. And then the sixth one was following too close. So I hope we'll be really supportive of the police department in getting that message out, because we've had a lot of accidents. Like our accidents have increased so dramatically that it's time for us to slow down, be patient. That's all. Thanks.
Perfect, thank you. I don't have anything.
No report.
No report.
Nothing.
Councilmember Hughes, I apologize. We should have provided you better guidance on the resolution. We need to do a roll call vote.
Okay, yes.
Sorry.
That's all right, I'm a rookie. So can we just go back to the motion?
Motion in a second, I believe.
So the motion was made by Michelle and the second was Danielle. And so if we would roll call vote, this is to appoint Betty Ariel to the Southwest Mosquito Abatement and Control Board. All clear on that? Mm-hmm. So that's the motion, starting with Michelle.
Michelle Tanner, aye.
Natalie Larson, aye.
MacArthur, aye.
Jimmy Hughes, aye.
Danielle Larkin, aye.
Thank you. Thanks for that, keeping us on track. Anything else that Adam, you or Tawny have? With that, then, we don't have any need for a closed meeting. With that, I would take another motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
A motion by Greg, a second by Danielle. It's non-debatable. We're done.
Ooh.